This is the full auto team for Epic Hell on the current Ice Advent. It's only 3 entries, but auto is auto, and it's pretty easy to set up. We have Ludwig, Vivian, and Watcher Shuri, and then a ROM, Midnight Gall Lilius plus a speed imprint, and then we have Commander Lorena, Christie, and a... She's here for her flat attack imprint, and also the attack boost for matching element. So, let's take a look at everybody's stats. Starting off with Ludwig, just make him like decently fast. I gave him Unseen Observer for the CR push and a bit of free souls. His stats don't really matter too much. You just want him to take his turn pretty fast. That's about it. And then next up is Vivian. Got her at about like 200-ish speed. A little bit slower is fine, maybe even better. Here, she's here to hold 20 souls, press S3, and don't take the CR push. It's kind of a waste of time. And then Watcher Shuri could also be the little bit, really, it's just somebody to do damage. A +0 Daydream Joker is enough damage already, but just make him pretty much near base speed with full damage. So then for Gala and Aram, there's a bit of tuning here. We have Gala at about 150, 155, works okay. I think last time I had her at 150. But besides that, just give her damage, Destro, Torrent, with Daydream Joker. I don't have her in the imprint circuit, but you could put her in the imprint circuit if you want. And then we have Aram, 135 speed for speed tuning purposes, and then on Queen's Whistle, she gives, that means her personal artifact gives everybody attack, gives her a CR push after Gala goes, which helps a lot. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Watcher Shuri is here, ungeared. Pretty much, you can also give him like a damage boost or like an attack boosting artifact or something if you want to give your Gala a bit more damage, but too lazy. And then we have Christie and Commander Lorena. The Christie is here for her usual job, just pass Efres. The back unit's 100% now, which is very, very nice. So you can just give her whatever Efres, like 200, whatever, just max out her Efres, it doesn't matter, she's dying very fast. And her artifact also doesn't really matter. Commander Lorena, Daydream Joker, Destro, Pen, put her in the imprint circuit if you have the crit damage node unlocked. I would say you want about like 170 to 180 speed. It will vary a bit depending on your Commander Lorena's damage, because the boss starts ramping up really, really fast, and you never want the boss to be double lapping you, because then it starts out damaging your healing output. And then Wanda is here ungeared as well. Well, actually, she's not ungeared, but we can ungear her. It doesn't matter. She's here for the attack percent imprint, or the flat attack imprint, like I mentioned. And you get 20% attack for matching element, which is, might as well pick it up.
누가 쓰러질지 결판을 내죠.
헛된 꿈을 꾼 자들은 말로가 비천한 법지. 거기 멈춰! 나이로군. 최선을 다해 밟아도 잡아. 물론 의미 없는 불사지. 나설 때가 되면
Make sure your Commander Lorena skills off, because she does not heal on her S3. You could give Christie a damage boost or an attack boosting artifact, I guess. It would have been there for 2 whole S1s.
야. 자. 야.
Let's take a look at a slightly alternative setup for autoing this. Renock Vivian, Genesis Ross works fine. Renock has 7k fixed damage on her S3, Vivian can clean up. And then Genesis Ross will just do some big boy damage. Team 2 is where it gets hard, because if you skip the mechanics on Team 1, in Team 2 the boss one-shots you every time she moves, which is not fantastic. Leads to a lot of issues. So we are going to just try and tank it up and RNG it a bit. This is not very consistent. This Team 2 is not consistent, so I would try to actually do the mechanics, which I can upload as like a free-to-play clear later if I have time going through the basic mechanics for Epic Hell and doing it normally, but let's take a look at how this version works. So Renock I have like this, but I'm actually going to slow her down a little bit more, and let's remove the helmet and the chest. I don't think she dies like this. I'm slowing her down more because I want Vivian to go first, and then she's just here to press S3. It doesn't really matter. So of course, if Vivian's going first, we want Vivian to be higher speed than Renock. Get her about like 210, 220, and then just give her DPS stats. You do want 100 crit chance because the ads are dark and you want to crit them. CR push EE, and then any damage boosting artifact. Genesis Ross, you can use your standard build for him. Just make sure he doesn't cut Vivian somehow after Vivian presses S3, because you want Vivian to S2 before Ross goes. I have him on his personal artifact. Daydream Joker is of course better, but not everybody has 3, so I usually try to use 2. And like I said, this team is a bit RNG, but we have Brieg here, standard Brieg build, and then just on Steadfast Gatekeeper. Fene we also have here. I think the speed is nice to make sure she gets to turn in before the troll goes so you don't get stunned or something, but we have Daydream Joker. And then here is Rowana. I'm actually going to swap this back to Shimadras. You could also go Stella Harpa to try and cleanse the stun, but pretty much this is fine. I also do think the speed is nice to try and get your revive buff up in time. The Renock goes, does her thing. Vivian flushes out everybody else. And then Genesis Ross will one-shot this. At least I hope he will. I kind of removed a bit of damage from my Renock. Oh, I only touched the helmet and chest, it's fine. So here's where it gets a bit dicey. A couple of considerations I had for this was making Fene even faster, like swapping her speed with Rowana's speed, so that way Fene would have 2 turns of Rowana's revive buff. That is a potential thing. Would just be kind of annoying, because I feel like Fene is already kind of fast, and you can't really make Rowana much slower than Fene, because you have to watch out for the troll. So there, you can see every time that boss moves, that is a lot of damage. And you are just kind of really hoping it doesn't hit Fene a bunch of times. Fene getting hit really sucks, because you lose your revive buff and everything. The troll usually hits front. It has like an even higher chance to hit front than normal. Especially because the boss injures you. You love it when that happens with Fene. It's kind of funny. So it did go through there, but like I said, it's not super consistent. That's kind of just the budget option for people who don't have Gala or a ROM. I'm not going to make you guys watch this again. Good luck with your Epic Hell clears.